Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about the practice session that just happened for the Malaysian Grand Prix this weekend. Now, before we get into it, here is how they finished. Alex Marquez topped the practice session from Jorge Martin, Jack Miller, Brad Binder, Maverick Vinales, Luca Marini, Fabio Quartararo, Pecco Bagnaia, Marco Bezzecchi, Johan Zarco, Franco Morbidelli, Enea Bastianini, Augusto Fernandez, Fabio Di Giannantonio, Marc Marquez, Joan Mir, Pol Espargaro, Raul Fernandez, Miguel Oliveira, Aleix Espargaro, Taka Nakagami, Alvaro Bautista, and Iker Lecuona. Now, to be fair to Alex Marquez, he is deservedly on top of the leaderboard today. He was fairly good all session. The session looked like it was going to rain at the start or towards the start of it, so a lot of people came out and set banker laps. And Alex Marquez was there from the word go. Martin was also very strong. Does look that he has good race pace already. Definitely a great lap from Jack Miller towards the end. Really turned around his qualifying, or his qualifying practice, I should say. Definitely gives him confidence for tomorrow's qualifying session and sprint for sure. Solid again from Brad Binder. I thought he may go a little bit faster, but he is not too far from the front. Maverick Vinales also had a good session. Thought he was actually going to get pole at one stage or top of the pole at one stage, but um, they're really conscious in Aprilia this weekend over the heat issue that they're having, and they're running a new duct that's blowing air onto the rider to try and keep him cool. Solid again from Luca Marini. Fabio Quartararo, impressive for the Yamaha, especially with the two major acceleration zones, or three, you could say, really, on this track. It's not hampering them too much. Again, solid as well from Pecco Bagnaia, not too far from Jorge Martin, and straight into Q2, which is a rarity for Pecco. Marco Bezzecchi, again, he's in the top 10, so it's a good solid one from him, and as well Johan Zarco. Good session for Franco Morbidelli, just missing out on the top 10 on the Yamaha, which is, again, it's nice surprise. Bastianini is getting stronger, let's just call it that way, and a good solid practice session from Augusto Fernandez. A little bit surprised about Fabio Di Giannantonio being outside the top 10 in 16th place, or in 14th place, sorry. Marc Marquez and Joan Mir, I'm going to call it a little bit of karma, came back to haunt them. Mir was caravanning Mark, who was trying to caravan, of all people, Jorge Martin, and it just didn't work for them. Pol Espargaro, again, okay practice for him. There is major rumor now that he is actually going back to Honda next year. Pooch was talking about him in a press conference earlier on today. Raul Fernandez, again, good showing from him ahead of Miguel Oliveira. Aleix Espargaro had an absolute pig of a day. 4 crashes, including one high-speed crash, which is not ideal for him. So hopefully he can have a better day tomorrow. Nakagami, again, a little bit surprised down there. Alvaro Bautista, he improved by 2 seconds from practice 1 to practice 2, but he's still like 2.5 seconds off. Now, saying that, he's only 0.6 of a second behind the likes of Nakagami and Espargaro in today's session. And also Iker Lecuona, 2.6 seconds off. He really should be, in my view, a little bit higher. He has had a lot more of experience on a MotoGP bike than Alvaro. But all in all, I thought it was a fairly good practice session. Really excited about the qualifying and sprint races tomorrow. For me, I suppose the person that did stand out today was Alex Marquez, but I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What did you think of the practice session, and who was the rider that stood out for you? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.